morning, 81% of Nigerians don't pay tax, says NGF and ESG. Police job. Ignore list from Nigeria Police Force. Commission urges candidates. Rochas Okorocha wife, daughter, Obi forfeit properties to EFCC. 2020 Olympics qualifier, Falcons beat Algeria 1-0. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining us on MCL News. I am Izzy for now the news in details. The Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, and the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, NESG, have lamented that over 81% of taxable adults and businesses in Nigeria do not pay their taxes due to low tax morale in the country. This is even as they regretted that the penalties for non-payment of taxes in Nigeria are not only unheard and not punitive enough, but that the processes of penalizing reluctant taxpayers are selective. This was disclosed during a presentation made by a research director of the Fiscal Policy Roundtable of the NESG, Mr. Tayo Oyedele, on Wednesday at the NGF Secretariat in Abuja. Oyedele, in company of the chairman of the Fiscal Policy Roundtable, FPR, Dr. Sarah Alade, during a courtesy call on the Director General of NGF, Mr. Adeshishana Okara, to solicit an opportunity to expose their sour narrative to the nation's governors. It also aimed at seeking their involvement to correct the ills that are denying the country of its collectible revenues. Oyedele, who condemned the seeming national apathy of Nigerians on payment of taxes, said that figures available reveals that there are 20 million registered taxpayers in the country, saying this is paltry compared to nearly 200 million people. Oyedele therefore recommended that the country minimize its tax regimes from 354 to only 10. The Director General of the NGF, on his part, viewed the situation as a looming calamity which must be addressed forthwith, while thanking the NESG group for bringing this horrendous narrative to the knowledge of the forum. The Police Service Commission has asked candidates who applied for position of constables to ignore the list released by the Nigeria Police Force. The Commission had last week suspended the recruitment process, which has reached the stage of medical screening. A source says that the suspension was announced following indication that the police leadership may tamper with the list submitted to it. The source also said that the police leadership decided to hijack the whole process after the chairman of the commission, Alhaji Musiliu Smith, refused to do the biddings of the police leadership. As part of efforts to stop the police leadership, the commission suspended the exercise and announced that the fate of candidates will be decided this week after the meeting. The police leadership, however, on Tuesday released the list of candidates shortlisted for medical screening. Reacting to the list, the Commission, in a statement in Abuja by its spokesman Ike Chukwani, advised candidates to await for an authentic list from it. He advised all candidates who took part in the aptitude test held on Saturday, August 3, 2019, to watch out for the authentic list that will emerge after the meeting of the bodies. Nigeria's leading anti-graft agency, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Wednesday revealed that it has obtained orders from the interim forfeiture of assets traced to a former Imo State Governor, Rochas Okorocha, and his wife. The head Enugu Zone Office of the Commission, Usman Imam, made this known in Enugu while briefing reporters of the activities of the Commission in the last 8 months. Imam said that the Commission also obtained a similar order on a property traced to a former aide to Okorocha, Pascal Obi, and the former governor's daughter. He equally said that the Commission had established prima facie cases against the suspects which they will answer to. Imam stated that the Commission would like to know how the Rochas Okorocha Foundation and other accomplices acquired or converted some of the property for personal use. He listed some of the property to include a 16-block cum 96 flats, 8 bungalow multi-million naira estates, hotel, 2 schools, shopping plaza, supermarket, hospital, and 4 vehicles. The EFCC chief said that while the hospital was traced to Obi, the remaining property were traced to the former governor and his family, including his wife and daughter. Imam said that the commission within the period recovered 213.85 million naira and $10,600. Imam also said that the zone equally obtained 59 convictions, out of whom were the 51 arrested and prosecuted in 2019. Meanwhile, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC Enugu Zonal Office, is currently interrogating Princess Benny Chidima, Managing Director of a suspected Ponzi scheme, Millionaire African Leaders Club, she is being squeezed allegations of providing financial services without statutory license. Chidima's arrest comes 2 days after her Enugu branch coordinator, Nwonu Priscilla Chika, was apprehended by operatives of the commission following a raid on the premises of the club at number 10 Nike Road, Abakwa, Nike, Enugu State. The anti-graft spokesman Wilson Uwujaren disclosed this in a statement made available to newsmen in Abuja. Under interrogation, Chidima admitted that the Ponzi scheme was initially registered as a non-governmental organization and that she was running it in connivance with her accomplice, one Ken Onyekwere Okwipo, who resides in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. She further revealed that the scheme pays 70% interest and not 50% as earlier stated by the coordinator as annual return on investment to contributors. However, EFCC said investigation is still ongoing as efforts are being made to arrest other accomplices. Ebonyi State Commissioner for Internal Security Stanley Okoro has condemned the recent invasion of the Abuja residence of Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State. Describing the incident as barbaric and undemocratic, Okoro urged the appropriate authorities and key stakeholders to bring the perpetrators to book. He said that unidentified men on Monday, September 2, 2019, broke into Umahi's Abuja residence at about 6:30 a.m., allegedly to plant arms with the aim of implicating the governor. Newsmen could not authenticate the identity of the men or their motives, but some of the governor's close associates insist that those who broke into his residence are security agents who wanted to implicate him over the position of the Southeast Governors Forum of Fulani herdsmen. The forum, headed by Umahi, recently announced a ban on herders moving around the 5 southeast states with AK-47 rifles and machetes, and insisted that security agencies should enforce the order. Speaking with stakeholders of the community, Okoro applauded the level of maturity and patriotism demonstrated by the governor despite provocation. Heavy rains continue to raise concern for motorists as potholes along Fox Road slows the pace of traffic. The road remains vital link to popular Arera markets. MCL News highlights this development and Estandube completes the reports.
A visit to the area reveals pockets of potholes developing into gullies along the road, making it difficult for motorists to gain freely access. Respondents expressed dismay at the potholes, which affects motorists and pedestrians.
People who live in the Fox Road and people who trade in Arera markets, very, very big concern. My people are suffering. Hold up can stay, you can stay in the hold up for over 4 hours, 5 hours because of this little spot. And in fact, it's not visible.
We have been suffering in this road since this year. From Bryce Junction to Ariara Junction, the road have been spoiled. Many people have been complaining, their cars, transport are complaining, everybody. They are calling government to help us. The thing is affecting us seriously, both the business, everything, because of the bad road.
My feelings about this very particular Fox Road is too bad because it's not motorable and it's not encouraging based on way that normally applies on it.
People that want to go for a business from here will have a delay. If you have an appointment by within 1 hour time, you will leave your house in the next 2 hours for you to meet up. Do you understand? If we are going, even not only in Ososo, as they are going from area down to Asanemt, is another different whole story.
Lending his voice on the poor state of the road, the Commissioner for Information, John Oki-Carlo, stated that Fox Road is an ongoing project that has not been completed.
Fox Road is an ongoing road project. We were compelled to open Fox Road to traffic because we're government that cares. See, Fox Road leads to the most important market to us in Abia State, that's Ariaria market. More than 1 million families depend on Ariaria market for their daily bread. When we started that work, our challenge was to conclude that work without ever shutting down Ariaria. Because we know that if there is no business in Ariaria for one day, a lot of money will be lost by our people. So what we did was to prepare Fox Road, make it motorable so that people can drive from end to end, and do that without disrupting trading activities. We have not completed Fox Road. We have seen the spotting, and that is because the second and last layer have not been laid.
Respondents called for urgent work to prevent further damage to the road.
Let the government look into this brass road to Ariaria Junction to work the road. Both the gutter has blocked. If there is a rain, everybody will be suffering. There is no anywhere to put leg.
Please, we are pleading for government to take care of this road. This road is too bad for the motorists, honestly.
We, the individuals, cannot walk it. It's their responsibility. So that at least let them come to our aid and help us to amend it. Good
road infrastructure remains paramount in government's quest to unlock the vast economic potentials of the city of Aba. Esther Ndukwe, MCL News.
Parents have been advised to exhibit equal love and care to their children irrespective of their financial and social structure. This, they say, will help to curtail unhealthy rivalry witnessed amongst siblings in various families. The advice was given by the guest on MCL Igbo program, Unasala Chief Umabia, while speaking on the dangers associated with unhealthy competition amongst siblings. Ihoma George tells us more.
Sibling rivalry is a type of unhealthy competition or animosity among siblings. Contributing to the topic, the guest stressed that sibling violence is the most common form of family violence, occurring frequently than parental abuse. They noted that sibling rivalry is often fueled with psychological and physical aggression, which most times results in depression, anxiety, and anger if not checked on time. On the causes of sibling rivalry, the guest fingered poor parenting, quest for materialism, greed, and even handiwork of some kingsmen whose trade in stock is to sow seed of disunity among siblings just for their selfish interest.
mgbe obiga n'ezinụlọ ofu nne m ka amụrụ mmadụ anọ ma ọ bụ ise ga-ehụ ka edi ọkpara jụọ ya ajụjụ nwanne ya ogbede mbụ ime ụsọ ha ya sịrị ya amaghị ha ma jụkpọrọ ya ole ya ama ka ịhụ na ịhụnanya adịghị n'ebe ahụ ọ ga-ebutekwa esemokwu ọ ga-ebutekwa ndọrọ ndọrọ na-enweghị isi na ọdụ
eji amata ezinụlọ ịma akala esighị esi n'etiti nwanne na nwanne mgbe ọgala ihe ji adị nga mleji anọ nga mgbuchigbu ụzọ gboo aga m ime ya aga ime ya mleji adị nga mbụ ndị mmadụ nje hafụ nga afọ ebela ezinụlọ a ege hụ na ụmụnne ndị asaa atọ agaghị ibili ezinụlọ nga eji m ezinụlọ kem onye mhele efta mgbe onye mbụ onye isi anyị mpatara ya bịa were oke jumọnụ na oke nye isi ya da ekwulu ọbụ onye mbụ onye nsịla ọ ga-eghọ mmadụ mgbe onye ga-eghọ mmadụ.
On the way forward, the guests enjoyed parents and family members not to wait for a problem to get worse before intervening by developing a healthy, united and loving family environment. They were also encouraged to avoid any divisive acts amongst their children.
Ndị na nna m n'ezigbo ọrụ aga wee rụ la ya iji mee ka ụmụ ndị a bịa n'udo mgbe ọbụla bụ iwe nwere ka ogbemọkụ oke mmadụ he mama ga-ema mbụ dede ha daa ma egene ha ọ bụghị mgbe ahụ o mere ga-edịrị ofu onye ukwu
ihe niile na-ebute ọgba aghara ngwa ngwa nne na nna nlepụrụ anya marasị n'ogbugbo dịrị ha agwụla bịakwute Chineke n'ihi dibịa anya nzu adịghị ọgụ inye onye otu nkume adịghị ọgụ inye ọ gwụla naanị Jizọs ịkpọbata ya ọnọdụ agbanwe.
Other respondents say the family remains the first agent of socialization and corrective institution. Hence, it behoves on the family in building a conflict-free society. Ihuoma George, MCL News.
MTN Nigeria has directed its workers to stay at home in view of the ongoing attacks against South African companies operating in Nigeria. The telecom company also directed all its stores and service centers to be closed as a precaution until further notice. The company said it will continue to provide uninterrupted services as it was concerned about the safety and security of its customers, members of staff, and partners. It is gathered that security operatives stood guard at the head office of the company on Wednesday to avert the destruction of the company's property. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the CEO MTN Nigeria, Fedi Moolman, said the company was against all forms of violence and xenophobia against people. Still to come on the news, Anambra commences enumeration of herdsmen. UK to offer EU citizens 3-year visas after no-deal Brexit. Ukraine-friendly Jamilu Collins joins Eagles camp weekend. Details of these and more news will come your way after the break. Do stay with us.
Do not deface Abia State with posters. Do not defecate on our streets. Do not litter Abia State.
My brothers, I say wetin man go do for this world where people no go talk. If you chop,
Do not urinate in public places.
you no chop, dem go talk. Wetin make we do for this world? I say make we dey do the things wey we carry for heart. Na so world want am. Abi no be so?
Keep Abia State clean. This message is brought to you by MCLtv.
You're welcome back. The exercise took place at Amasia, Okasat local government area on Wednesday. The chairman of the committee and the traditional ruler of Enugu Umuonia, Igwe A. Peter Eze Amama, said the aim of the exercise is to checkmate herdsmen and farmers' conflicts in the state. He added that the enumeration will assist the Cattle Menace Control Committee to fish out the bad eggs from the herdsmen in Anambra State. The chairman of Mieti Ara in the southeast, Alhaji Didado Sadiki, commended the government and people of Anambra State for carrying the herdsmen along in the governance of the state. He assured that the cattle breeders are solidly behind the administration. He advised his tribesmen in the state to respect their host communities, warning that anyone found wanting will be dealt with. One of the committee members, Dr. Basil Okechukwu, said that herdsmen as well as butchers will be captured in the enumeration exercise in order to easily trace them whenever they commit any offense. The Special Assistant to Governor Willie Obiano on Muslim religion, Alhaji Garuba Haruna, described the state as real lights of the nation. He enjoined other states to emulate Anambra State on tireless efforts in ensuring peaceful existence among herders and their host communities. And on the foreign scene, Britain's government on Wednesday announced a 3-year immigration scheme to cover most European citizens wanting to come to Britain after a no-deal Brexit. The move is aimed at reassuring business they will still be able to recruit the staff they need. The new policy will allow immigrants and their close family members from the European Economic Area (EEA), which comprises EU nations, Ireland, Liechtenstein and Norway and Switzerland, to apply to live and work in Britain for up to 3 years. Britain's Interior Ministry said the move to run until the end of 2020 signaled the end of free movement in its current form from EEA member states. The ministry said Europeans can still visit Britain on short trips after Brexit without applying for the scheme. The newly arrived European citizens who want to stay after their temporary status expires will need to apply under a new skills-based immigration scheme that Johnson's government is planning. EU citizens already settled in Britain after Brexit can remain indefinitely under a separate status scheme already launched. The ministry says that more than 1 million people have been granted status through the scheme. And on sports, Africa's champions Super Falcons of Nigeria scraped through a 1-0 victory against Algerian fans at the Agege Stadium in Lagos yesterday. The match, which was the second leg of qualifiers for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, saw the Nigerian girls fighting off the Algerian attackers who made several incursions but failed to convert them to goals. Both sides settled for a barren draw at the end of the first half. However, respite came in the 59th minute when Barcelona forward Ashishat Oshoala broke the deadlock to put Nigeria ahead. The long goal came through a pass from Francisca Odega from the center circle, and Oshoala zoomed off, beating Algerian defenders to slot in the goal. In the 64th minute, Oshoala tried a fine look from the edge of the box but was denied by the crossbar, to the disappointment of the spectators. The first leg of the encounter, played in Algeria, ended 2-0 in favor of the Super Falcons, thereby giving Nigeria an aggregate 3-0 victory over Algeria to move for the next round of the women football events qualifiers for the 2020 Olympics. Super Eagles left back Jamilu Collins has disclosed that he will join the team's camp this weekend ahead of Nigeria's international friendly against the Yellow and Black of Ukraine next Tuesday. The FC Paderborn of German player who revealed this said he is well prepared to help the Eagles achieve victory over the Europeans, but admitted that it will not be an easy clash for both countries. The 25-year-old, who has had a decent start to life in the Bundesliga, however, played down his club's early struggles in the top-flight league, stating that they will bounce back after the international break. Jamilu has started off SC Paderborn's 3 league games this season, averaging a rating of 7.0, making 4 interceptions per game. That's the size of our news package this morning, but before we go, a look at our major stories. The Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, and the Nigeria Economic Summit Group, NESG, have lamented that over 81% of taxable adults and businesses in Nigeria do not pay their taxes due to low tax morale in the country. The Police Service Commission has asked candidates who applied for position of constables to ignore the list released by the Nigeria Police Force. We also told you that Nigeria's leading anti-graft agency, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Wednesday revealed that it has obtained orders for the interim forfeiture of assets traced to a former Imo State Governor, Rochas Okorocha, and his wife. And on sports, African champions Super Falcons of Nigeria scraped through a 1-0 victory against Algerian fans at the Agege Stadium in Lagos yesterday. That was the news. Thanks for watching. Please do join us again by 8 a.m. for Good Morning Abia. I am Ezine Wafo. So have a nice day.
the world in your home.